Welcome to the Iraqi Dinar Update channel, your trusted source for the latest news, analysis, and insights on the Iraqi dinar. We provide up-to-date information on exchange rates, economic developments, and key financial trends affecting Iraq's currency. Whether you're an investor, trader, or simply keeping an eye on the market, our channel delivers accurate reports, expert opinions, and government policy updates to keep you informed. Stay tuned for real-time updates and in-depth discussions on the future of the Iraqi dinar. The decision to exchange all of one's holdings in Iraqi dinars immediately rather than waiting for a potential higher valuation in the future is a dilemma that weighs heavily on the mind of any investor who has been engaged with this currency for an extended period. The idea of waiting for a possible rate of $2, $3, or even $4 per dinar might be appealing at first glance. But when considering the opportunity cost of tying up capital in a currency that has been stagnant for years, the question becomes whether immediate liquidation and reinvestment might yield a greater overall return. The logic behind such a decision is rooted in basic financial principles, and when examined closely, it becomes clear why an investor who has held dinars for years might feel compelled to take action now rather than endure yet another extended period of uncertainty. Capital gains are a critical aspect of wealth-building strategies, and for those who have held onto the dinar for a long time, the prospect of securing gains immediately and reallocating those funds into diversified investments presents a compelling alternative to waiting indefinitely. While there is always the possibility that the dinar could appreciate significantly in the future, the ability to take realized profits and reinvest in assets that provide steady, compounding growth might outweigh the benefits of holding out for a speculative, uncertain increase in value. Consider the alternative of waiting for an exchange rate increase. While a rate of $3 or $4 per dinar sounds impressive, the timeline for such an event remains unclear. If an investor chooses to wait for a rate increase over the next year or two, they are essentially allowing their capital to remain idle during that period. In contrast, by exchanging immediately, they can deploy their capital into investments with known, historical rates of return, such as stocks, real estate, bonds, or other financial instruments that have established track records of growth. When comparing potential returns over the same time frame, it is possible that the investor could achieve the same financial gains, or even exceed them, through active investing rather than passive waiting. The psychological aspect of holding onto an investment for an extended period without movement or certainty plays a significant role in the decision-making process as well. Holding onto the dinar for years, enduring speculation, rumors, and fluctuating geopolitical conditions can be mentally exhausting. There comes a point when an investor must weigh the emotional toll of continued waiting against the practicality of moving forward with tangible gains. The satisfaction of finally capitalizing on an investment, cashing out, and moving on to more dynamic opportunities can provide a sense of relief and renewed focus on financial growth through more strategic, calculated means. Additionally, the fundamental principles of investing emphasize diversification and avoiding overconcentration in a single asset. By liquidating the dinar, an investor can distribute their funds across multiple sectors, reducing risk and increasing the probability of steady, long-term wealth accumulation. The danger of placing too much faith in one asset class, especially one with uncertain revaluation prospects, becomes evident when comparing it to broader investment opportunities available in the global financial markets. Another factor to consider is liquidity and market conditions. The ability to quickly convert an investment into cash or other assets is an essential aspect of financial strategy. If the dinar were to appreciate to $3 or $4 per unit, but the market lacked sufficient liquidity or stability to support large-scale exchanges, an investor might find themselves unable to fully capitalize on the new valuation. On the other hand, immediate liquidation at a known rate guarantees access to capital, removing the risk of unforeseen barriers to future exchange. In evaluating whether to wait or exchange now, an investor must also consider inflation and the time value of money. A dollar today is worth more than a dollar in the future due to inflation and the potential for compounding returns. Investing in assets that generate consistent growth allows capital to work for the investor rather than sitting idle. By deploying capital immediately into stocks, businesses, or other ventures with proven performance, the investor ensures that their wealth is actively growing rather than waiting for an uncertain future event. There is also the psychological component of being sick and tired of holding onto an investment that has yet to materialize in the way one had originally hoped. The emotional weight of constantly monitoring news, waiting for updates, and dealing with uncertainty can take a toll on an investor's mental well-being. Letting go of an asset that has been a source of frustration and redirecting energy toward more active and rewarding financial pursuits can be a liberating decision that brings renewed enthusiasm for wealth-building strategies. Ultimately, the decision to exchange the dinar now or wait for a higher valuation boils down to individual financial goals, risk tolerance, and personal investment philosophy. For those who prioritize certainty, immediate gains, and the ability to reinvest in diversified assets with historical growth trends, cashing out now may be the most rational choice. On the other hand, for those willing to endure further waiting in the hopes of a significantly higher return, patience remains a viable, though inherently speculative, option. In conclusion, the frustration of holding onto the dinar for years without a definitive outcome is a valid reason for considering liquidation. The potential benefits of waiting for a higher exchange rate must be weighed against the real opportunity costs of inaction. Financial success often favors those who make informed, proactive decisions rather than relying on speculative events. By choosing to exchange now and invest wisely, an investor ensures that their wealth continues to grow in a predictable and controlled manner rather than remaining stagnant in hopes of an uncertain future event. The sense of freedom that comes with moving on from a long-held speculative investment and channeling resources into more productive ventures is not only financially prudent but also psychologically liberating, providing a renewed sense of control over one's financial future. Thank you for tuning in to the Iraqi Dinar Update channel. We appreciate your support and engagement as we continue to bring you the latest news, analysis, and updates on the Iraqi dinar. Be sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss an important update. Stay connected with us for real-time insights, expert discussions, and market trends. Until next time, stay informed and keep watching for the latest on the Iraqi dinar. See you in the next update.